Here we go.
Where we interview the best athletes from all over the world.
Ready?
From junior high to professional, while discussing the latest in sports. With host Icon E, Mr. Personality, Jacob the Great, and Mr. Georgia, Everything Steve-O.
What's going on? It's your boy Icon.
910 Sports Podcast.
What's going on? My bad. What's going on? It's your boy Icon. We here on 910 Sports. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I want to thank God for this opportunity to be here. You know what I'm saying? That, on this platform and to chop it up with my guys. You know what I'm saying? First, I'm going to go from my right to my left, to my bottom or whatever. I got my man, Mr. Georgia, everything, Mr. Want to hang out all night, Mr. Frank Lucas Jr., my man Steve-O in the building. What's going on, big dog?
Oh, man, chill out, man. Hey, man, go Dogs, man. We back to back. Y'all see it. Y'all see what I'm doing today. Y'all already see what I'm doing.
We already knew what it was. And then I got my man down at the bottom of the screen, Mr. Panty Dropper, Mr. Making Rich, Mr. Midnight Love Boys. Mr. I can do everything you can't do. You know what I'm saying? My man, Mr. Personality.
Oh, don't forget, bro. He's award nominated. Don't forget. The award is nominated.
Podcast nominated of the year. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes, Southern Independent Musical Award podcast nominated. The Chatterbox Jacob King Jacob has been nominated for award for Podcast of the Year on Southern Independent Music Platform.
We here, man.
Hey,
man, we here, man. So we here, man. Man, we got to keep it moving and keep it grooving, man. And about that nomination, but I had one chick to ask me, "Can I vote for you 10 times?" I'm so excited for you. And you know what she told me? She said, I'm coming. I said, "You coming from Jersey?" And she said, "In the building."
I look what my wife handed me, bro. I don't know if she's trying to be funny or what. I'm sorry.
Oh, man. Boy,
I knew you were going to play on Jacob. Look what she handed me.
Steve, man. Steve.
Y'all do it.
I just hope and pray that your hands don't break out. You know what I mean? I hope you got some Benadryl. I hope you got some calamine lotion. Boy, to put that poisonous in your hands, man. No, sir. No, sir, Mr. Charlie.
Hey, but listen.
I rebuke that cup in the name of the mighty Jesus.
He said, "Don't be disrespectful."
But let me say this so we get started and talk a little bit of sports today, whatever. But I'm gonna say this, man. The national, whoever the committee is for college football, dropped the ball tremendously on this one. Very bad. So? Very bad. First of all, there's no way it should have ever been in a situation where college football been in a situation. I know Georgia Bulldogs, but even Alabama ain't beat nobody like that in the national championship game. Ain't no bad. Like they ain't never beat nobody like that. Like that game was over in the first 10 minutes. They said that was the lowest rated college national championship game in any era. In any era.
I bet from Athens all the way over to Topeka, down to South Georgia and Albany, and all the way up to Rome. I bet we were watching from start to finish.
Y'all was, yeah. But one state. We talk about the rest of the country. Well, we went and we started watching reruns or something. You know what I'm saying?
Steve.
I don't blame the committee. I don't blame the committee because they were number 3. I blame Michigan. Michigan dropped the ball.
I blame the fans. I blame the fans. You know why I blame the fans? They always talking about
which fan?
just overall, bro, you need to let this team in. This team got a good record. Okay. Keep on letting them in. Keep on letting them in.
You're gonna keep getting what you get. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna keep getting what you did.
Like a team like TCU shouldn't have got in. Last year Cincinnati shouldn't have got in. Come on, man. These are lower Division I schools that don't play nobody. You know, they got their grandmama quarterback and their auntie one wide receiver, and they got their great uncle at linebacker. Man, get out of here, man.
I mean, but yeah.
Even last year when Alabama played Cincinnati, Cincinnati was at least somewhat competitive. You know what I'm saying? Like TCU wasn't even competitive. It wasn't even when it was 24-7. I stopped watching because I already knew
because their offense goes through one man. Their offense go through one man, and that's the running back. When I seen he was hurt, bro.
It wasn't about scheme. That's what I'm
no,
trying
bro.
to say.
No, bro. If you look at their offense all year, so you must have been following them. Their offense went through one man. They built the whole offense around the running back.
Who you talking about? TCU?
Yeah.
But that ain't why they lost, Jacob. That it ain't nothing to do with scheme.
I didn't say that's not why they lost, but that's a key point, man. That it took at least 75% of what they was gonna do away.
I mean, yeah, it took away what they was gonna do, but I don't care if they would have had if they would have had a 5 spread. If they would have had the best running back in the country, I don't care what they like. When it came to the totality of what was going on, it didn't matter what kind of who they was going through. They could have went through whoever they wanted to go through.
Man, my brother told me at 12 noon that day, way before the game got started. Man, he said just like that. He said, "Man, Georgia's gonna beat the dog shit out of TCU."
Yeah. I mean, me personally, it was more than one of those things where I was hoping it was going to be closer. I knew Georgia was going to win.
Just call it what it is. It was wishful thinking.
Yeah, well, wishful thinking on my part. It was more of me thinking, okay, if nothing else, if the underdog comes in and make it competitive, at least we're in the fourth quarter, at least one of them things you be like, you know what I'm saying? We can get to an moment.
People ride with the underdog is so overrated.
The cup made them connection fall, y'all. Sorry.
Yeah, so you better put that cup down.
Hey man, you better put that gang dirty bird cup down because they about to get shot all out the air. They about to get shot all out the air this playoff season.
Nah, you call them boy duck hunt? Oh, stop it. Not duck hunt.
Man.
Way
ding, 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 ding.
Who you said the Eagles about to get shot down this week?
Yeah.
Oh Lord! Oh shit!
I don't know.
We might have. We might have to have Chris and Eric on here next week.
You don't know.
I don't necessarily say who gonna only team I can see beating them is probably the 49ers. That's the only team I see beating.
All right. Okay, bet.
Well, you know what? Them division games.
So you saying the Cowboys gonna beat them this week? That's what you saying?
I got the Giants winning today, so I think the Giants might be able to get.
I'll just say bet.
Oh yeah,
it's hard to beat the team 3 times. It's hard to beat the team 3 times.
It is, but see, you got to think when the Eagles and the Giants played this last time, they wasn't fully healthy. The Eagles wasn't fully healthy either. I don't think so.
Man, don't nobody care about nobody being healthy. It's pro football. We don't care.
Okay, all right.
And I don't think you should even have an opinion right now.
What you mean? No, you just think they're Cowboys in the playoffs.
You should go. You should go.
Y'all still the same team y'all been for the last 27 years.
Yeah. Okay.
Y'all go because y'all got all this hope.
But y'all ain't been no team.
Hey, hold on.
Y'all ain't been no team.
Okay, just because you get in and get one and done, you should have an opinion either.
Okay. If you say so, I mean, you gonna hate regardless. I mean, you know.
I didn't hate on Dallas.
You gonna hate regardless, you know.
You mad because I
go ahead and bring out Joe Biden because I know he's sitting beside you. You're good luck, John.
You mad because I didn't say Joe Biden could beat them. You in your feelings because I said the Cowboy. I ain't saying nothing
Ain't
about the
nobody,
Cowboys.
ain't nobody, man, don't nobody feel no Philly, man. Who feel Philly?
We were talking about the Eagles.
Philly is the number one seed, though, Jay. We gotta
But
respect.
don't nobody feel it, man. People are more worried about the Chiefs and the Bengals than Philly.
Talking about somebody else, y'all want to throw them Cowboys in there. Y'all want to always throw the ugly girl in the room. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want the ugly girl. You know what I'm saying?
Well, ain't nobody even saying about the Cowboys. We was talking about Philly. I just said you don't got no room to talk. Why you even talking?
Nobody beat them but the 49ers all of a sudden. You shouldn't have no opinion. Why you have no opinion? Because I said can't nobody beat the 49ers but beat the Eagles but the 49ers.
The 49ers are coming.
The 49ers are formidable, bro. Come on, they don't do that. Don't do that. They
got
11 games in a row. They don't win 11 games in a row. They
got a good defense, bro.
They tore Seattle up yesterday, bro. They told Seattle.
They made Geno Subs look like a Geno I don't know, like a Geno sandwich. He ain't like a sub.
The 49ers started getting off about halfway during the third quarter. But I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed.
You wasn't impressed.
For Icon E, for Steve O, for KB, for Crystal, for everybody else been hyping him up all year. I wasn't impressed, bro. They should have beat him that way the whole game.
What you had to see? They put up 41.
They should have beat him. They should have beat them that way the whole game, bro.
Why is that?
Oh, that's tough. Again, Jacob, it's hard to beat a team 3 times. You playing them the third. This is your third time playing that team.
Exactly. I mean, I don't get what would you need to see? How was the 49ers supposed to come out?
Maybe you don't get it. It ain't for you to get because you ain't me, I ain't you. How about that?
But I'm saying this is what I'm asking though, because in most NFL games, most teams don't just come out, even when they better than them, just come out.
Get your emotions out of it, man.
First half. A lot of time it's a build-up. When you beat a team, beat the brakes off the team, even if you beat a sorry team, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it take a build-up. You don't just always just come out and jump on a team 40 to nothing. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how the NFL go. You know what I'm saying?
Brother Ron, don't nobody care what you think, man, because we already your team wastebasket, school basket, trash dump.
He a Chiefs fan. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
he got his head high right now.
He ain't been no Chief fan his whole life. Get out, man.
Oh, no, I can't speak on that, though. I don't know.
Because back in the day, people couldn't spell Chiefs. Get out of here, man.
He a Miami Hurricane guy, too.
He a who? Yeah. A Miami who fan? A Miami Rainstorm fan. And he coming on here.
He a Hurricane. He a Hurricane. He a Hurricane guy.
A Miami Rainstorm fan? Okay.
Oh, here we go. All this disrespect this morning. We ain't even talking about none of this. We just come on here disrespecting everybody team, huh? You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
let's talk about last night. Let's talk about
yeah. What oh man, the Chargers. How the Chargers? So you're up 27-0. You up 27-0.
Trash.
In the third quarter. And you
overrated.
And you lose that game. How do you lose a 27-0 lead?
I told Crystal in the chat last night because Crystal got mad when last time she was on here. The last time she was on here, she got mad because we kept saying quit using the word overrated for everybody. And I said, Crystal, yes, I'm telling you, Josh Herbert is overrated. If you watch every morning, if you watch any sports show, especially the ones on ESPN,
that's all they talk about.
And all they talk about how great Josh Herbert. They put him in the top 5 of the youngest quarterbacks in the league and the ones coming up and ascending. And I said, all he is a more flashier Phillip Rivers. That's all he is. He's gonna be one of the guys that have all these big numbers and ain't gonna win nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this right here, man. When I seen them compare that man the Dan Marino and when Joe and Steve Young was in, like I'm like, why would they compare this man to Dan, man? Like Herbert who? You know, what?
So Jacob will start.
Herbert, compare him to who? Man, I said, man, these commentators are on 2 things. They on dog food, or they on that big D or something. You know what I mean?
You being attacked. I ain't gonna say that, but you being attacked. You need coming.
Okay, come on. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Don't get us started. Don't get us started. Yeah. But
yeah, and people be hyping him up. Oh, he's this, he's that. That man ain't won a wet paper bag yet. He's what?
Yeah,
I was highly disappointed, man.
And see, this is the thing. This is the thing right now. Now this is what.
Hey, I can first say that if you think the Chargers coach could out-coach Doug Peterson, something wrong with you too. So
I said that on my show yesterday. I did the show yesterday. I did solo. You know, KB was sick this week. You know, Georgia won. Yeah, Georgia won. So I did my show by myself because Georgia won. KB was sick. You know, he was sick.
Give him an award.
So
and the weeping award goes to.
So I said, that Doug Peterson. If I had to rank the coaches just in the AFC, if I'm ranking all the coaches that we have left, probably gonna give Andy Reid first, right? It's Andy Reid. But number 2 is Doug Peterson. He is the second best coach in the AFC by far. And I think he proved that yesterday. So when it comes to a game where you got to schematically go against him, where he can, like when I'm down 27-0, I can do anything. I'm fake punting. I'm going for it on 4th down. I have nothing to lose. It's the playoff. He get to open up his whole playbook. Like literally, like whatever I can pull out, I'm gonna write it up and do it, man. I think the Chargers just got overwhelmed. I think they didn't make no adjustments. They got comfortable with that 27-point lead. And Doug Peterson went in at halftime and said, man, we're gonna swap everything up. We're gonna change it. We're gonna come out and do something completely different. They look like a completely different team in the second half.
Well, see, and this is another thing too. And this goes back what Jacob was saying about being impressed. Because if Josh Herbert was that guy, see, if you notice, at least about 17 of his points came off of basically getting great real estate, basically off the picks that Trevor Lawrence threw. So it wasn't like he was making plays. He had one drive in the whole game that he actually created himself. All the other drives came from him getting gifted. You know what I'm saying, by Trevor Lawrence. So Josh Herbert is very overrated. He was missing a lot of throws, you know what I'm saying, that was basically
Justin. It's Justin.
Huh? Or Justin.
Justin Herbert.
Oh, my bad.
Josh, man, you sound like you about to get in the handbook and sing the wrong song.
What's going on? Can you hear me?
What's up, bro?
He ain't on yet. This Pat. He's okay. The door.
Okay.
Let's make sure everything was working.
Appreciate it.
Me. That's why I said I just feel like he overrated because of that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you that guy, he's supposed to put up like 40 something. That game shouldn't even got into question. Once you up 27-0 like that. Justin, Josh, Jason Herbert, whatever his name is, he should have put up some numbers.
He looked like Matt. He looked like Matt Herbert. Just saying, blowing the 20-some point lead in the playoff look like Matt Ryan to me.
You know, boy about to be gone. You know, they've been trying to replace him with Sean Payton for the last 4 or 5 weeks.
Man, put that man name Justin up there. Don't put Josh up there, man.
I'm about to change it, but I'm saying is
man. We just told you the man name.
I said I'm about to put it up there. Golly, give me a second. Golly. Y'all act like that's y'all cousin or something. Oh, man.
I don't want nobody to get my name wrong. I'm gonna tell you that.
They gonna get my name right.
Yeah. You know, cause people that get your name wrong get you late. You know, they get you late.
Nah, I need mine on time, Jacob. I need it all on time.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he overrated. I don't think we gotta ask that, but what has he done to prove that he's not overrated?
Beat the Raiders. He beat the Raiders. That's all I can get. He beat the Raiders.
Okay, well, Steve, your local high school can beat the Raiders, and your point.
I'm just saying.
My thing is, if somebody get dethroned, it ain't gonna be by Justin Herbert. It's gonna be by probably Burrow, if anybody.
I can't wait to see Joe Burrow today. I think they're gonna blow the doors off Baltimore. But again, it's a division game. You playing them 3 times, man. Them games be tricky. I'm telling you.
But I really don't expect Baltimore to win. Like I've thought Baltimore has been like a preschool team all season. They just barely been getting by, man. Like I don't like
Jay,
Baltimore.
Don't do that. They will lead them.
I don't care nothing about no Baltimore, man.
They were leading the division before Lamar got hurt, bro.
Lamar
they already beat Justin Herbert. Remember that.
Lamar is not gonna get out of here, bro. Underthrow, overthrow, undercut, like no, bro. And for him to ask for $300 million, stop it, bro.
What's going on, Big Dog?
What it do?
Big B, what's going on,
good,
big bro?
Man?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You know, just do what men do. Discussing these sports, throwing shots, throwing jabs. You know how it go.
Y'all talking about the king, the mamba, and the goat?
Nah, we was talking about.
We weren't talking about basketball. We was on that football.
Yeah, how much Justin Herbert is overrated.
Okay.
Really my thing no more since the Steelers are out of competition.
Oh, you're a Steelers fan?
Well.
Hard work, baby. Man,
man. Bless you, bro. Bless you.
It's gonna be a while, Jay. We understand Tampa Bay. I know where you at. I used to live.
Yeah, but we're gonna send Brady home retirement. You know, he gonna be out there on the wing in the prayer. It's up. The jig is up.
I don't see Goat losing that. I don't see Goat going out like that. I just don't see it.
The jig up, bro. Like I mean, have you seen the Goat play this year? He don't look like the GOAT.
You know, Michael Myers / Jason Voorhees. You
hard to kill it.
You got to get the head off. You let him in. You don't let that man into the dance. Ain't no telling what happened. You know what I'm saying? Then the referees get involved, start calling.
Hey man, you know, Jerry got Giselle set up in the press box now.
There you go.
Stop playing.
There you
Stop
go.
playing.
There you go.
Stop playing.
You ain't playing fair. There you go. You ain't playing fair. Hey, Big B. Hold on. So, Big B, you say you on the basketball. You have been watching what King James have been doing lately, right?
I say the GOAT, the King,
come on,
and the Mamba. In my lifetime, the chapters, like Michael Jordan got me through the 80s, late 90s, the early 90s. Then Kobe I did the threes, the magic number when him and Shaq won it, the Sprite. I did that commercial. So I enjoyed the Mamba. And then now I'm enjoying the King.
Quick question, BB. I got one question I'm going to hold right there because you said something about that three-peat Lakers, right? Three-peat Lakers versus the 2006 Miami Heat team. Not the one that lost, but the team that came back after they lost to the Spurs. Who wins that series?
Skill on the other mother. They ain't got nothing for them. Pin with rules. Where you can play 6 foot one-on-one basketball like Shaq was running customers out of business. If it's those rules, forget it.
Okay. LeBron James is different. I don't think Shaq seen that like LeBron in his time.
I understand it. And then Shaq, LeBron ain't seen nothing like Shaq in his time.
You better believe that.
Yeah, I'm talking about with different rules where 6 foot you got to guard somebody. Shaq's getting 40 points in dunks.
Yeah.
And then
I just had to ask.
Guarding LeBron, you get half of it. You don't get all of it.
Who you putting on D Wade? You can't put Derek Fisher on D Wade. He gonna cook him all day.
Why not? One of them got to get down. But that'll be it.
Hey man, but I just want to let you realize this. By the time LeBron got to Miami, D Wade had knees. Like
I know it. That's why I said
that. Bro.
I was very specific in the year that I used because I know right after that, D Wade, it was done. Chris Bosh was still giving you some of them times too now.
But you wouldn't hear from Chris Bosh if he's guarding Shaquille.
Oh, he can't guard Shaq.
I'm talking about you won't hear from him. No, you won't hear from him. You won't hear from him.
He's gonna foul out. He's gonna foul out. He's gonna foul out.
You know, Steve, you say that, and I was listening to one of them sports shows on Sirius XM the other day, and it's about to piss all of y'all off. They said the 2006 Miami Heat team is the worst team that ever won a championship. The worst, like the worst. Yeah.
Of course, they're gonna take shots at the King.
I said,
everybody's taking shots at the King.
No, we talking about the 2016, like Dwayne Wade when it was just Dwayne Wade and Shaq.
I know he said they taking shots at LeBron. You know what I mean?
Everybody want to take shots at the King. Everybody you talk to, you mentioned the best right now. They bring up Jordan. I said he ain't played in 30 years. We talking about the King, not the GOAT, not the Mamba. The King, the man raised by a woman, the one that put some dollars and doing what he wanted to the business. You know,
who's the next Big B? A lot of people saying Luka. A lot of people saying Luka Doncic is next. You got a lot of people trying to clown Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum might be that guy. I got your boy Giannis. I got Giannis being Giannis.
Greek freak.
So,
I'm with you on that.
So I just want to ask, like, to me, basketball is not interesting anymore.
No, it's too much teaming.
It ain't interesting, man. It's like the NBA is hot garbage to me right now. I'd rather watch like 10, 12 college games back to back, man.
I don't like nobody with no jump shots, though. And I'm a Kentucky guy, and we down this year. You know, as far as is knowing how it's coming home. But the NBA is just like life if you old school hip hop now. These cats ride bikes with helmets. They ain't never fell off Granny's bed.
And don't nobody play no defense, B. Nobody.
They don't let nobody do that. And they let you walk and try
carry. They carry so much.
I make an N1 tape out of you. You know, it's more about entertainment for these guys.
That's all.
Yeah, they took it back to the 80s with the no defense. You know, the early 80s, they didn't play no defense in the NBA. That's what it's looking like now. Everybody putting up 130, 140.
No, in the 80s, Charles Barkley and them now.
No, I'm talking about before Barkley. I'm talking about before them. I'm talking about the early 80s. When they were smoking coke, when they were coming to game.
Roy Tarpley, Larry Cumberland, them guys.
Yeah, I'm talking about the early 80s. You know what I'm saying?
Man, ain't nobody care about the early 80s, man. Like, look, man.
That's what it looked like.
Man. But see, one thing about the early 80s, how these young boys talk trash on the court now, the early 80s, they're still with their flipper, though.
But see, no internet gangsters no more. Man, I got boy text me and talk dirty to me 2 days ago and we ain't even spoke. He held a whole conversation with himself. You see what I'm saying? Like who you arguing with? You know, like.
Well, see, okay, but Kevin talking about they play defense when it matters. But see, this the thing though. You get terrible product from November until after the All-Star break. Then they want to start playing for real. So for the first 3-4 months of the season, we got to get garbage on the court before they start taking the game seriously. And that.
But you got to realize it's a circle. They rap stars now. It's just on tour for them.
Yeah,
they ain't compete. They bag right. They got a necklace. They got the pretty chick on the chain. You know, living that boss's life. It ain't about hooping no more. That's why I got the utmost respect for LeBron. He ain't switch up when he got there. The chick that was with him at AAU when he was eating ramen noodles, I'm sure, you know, in his heart beginning.
That's right.
Yeah, you know, before he, you know, take his bath in the morning. You know, I bet she met him when he was still taking his bath at night. You know,
hey, Big, I'm kind of glad she with him because I definitely want her with me after all them years. Holler if you hear me, huh?
Man, I set out for that, man. I hate my dream turning into a bowl of leftover. But to see LeBron in the house with his squaw and his kids and it's lining up and they was on the same page, like that, man, is a movie itself. Cause it's rarely you meet somebody in school that after real life hits, y'all even the same people.
That's real.
Yeah. And then, V, man, what people don't know, she run all his businesses. Like she's the point of contact.
See,
you know what I mean?
Your woman got to be in helping you like that. Like, you don't, like the women I deal with in Kentucky, they get jealous and go play cards and cheat with a farmer or somebody who's watching cars at Gary Ford instead of you know what I mean? You feel me? Turn the kids against you. Your daddy don't know everything. And click up with 5 losers and don't expect to be the 6th one. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean, boy? You ain't got no sense, boy. You know what, boy? Hey, man. Wait. Hey, Steve. What the song said? All my life I've been poor,
Hey,
but it don't matter no
hey.
more.
But man, I swear, man, living in rural America, and you know, after high school, about all people know is far to go right here. You know, you can go stay all night with what's called. It's like hell, he ain't no older than he was a month ago. Hell, he's 18. Or she, you know, right here they set you up to slaughter because the mother, you know, she was a dummy about high school, and that's about as far as she know to go. So then we, you know, we want a little loving and we shack up and share our shit. And next thing you know, we blood and crip in the same house.
Yeah.
Hold on, Joe. Hold on, Joe. You said we ain't watched basketball in 5 years and the games is poorly officiated, but the game they play hard every night. Okay, you playing hard every night, but you're putting up 130, 140. Everybody scoring 450 points.
They playing hard on the offensive end, Icon. They playing hard on the offensive end.
Hey, Steve, this what I'm saying. Hey, George, I know you're getting ready for church. I know you got that coffee, but don't go to the altar call with some in that coffee that ain't supposed to be in there. And if you talking about they playing hard every night, George, you done bumped your head and you need to go in the hymn book and you need to read the suitable tune or charge it in my house. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You know what the equivalent of NBA play is? You know how you go on a job, you work 40 hours a week? These jokers working part-time. These jokers working 25 hours a week.
Man. James Harden would surprise me. He got a club the way he looking. He got a belly like me and Rick. You know, I'm saying like he ain't coming to play no damn ball. He can't get around nobody.
Bro, a rock star. He a rock star now. James Harden he ain't studying no basketball.
Hell, he got a bowling alley or something. I don't know, you know.
Yeah, man. This like man. I just don't like players that don't play defense, bro. Like play it sometime. I ain't say you got to play it, but man, give it.
So you didn't like Carmelo Anthony?
Carmelo Anthony ain't never played no damn thing. He go to the same spot. He going to the same spot.
You know, that's one of your favorite players, man.
Hey, man. I can tell you now. Melo ain't played no defense, but Melo throw the elbow on you. I tell you that.
I just
see the thing about it.
I never
people don't realize how big Melo is, bro.
Yeah,
you talking about 6'8", 257, bro. So if he hits you with a bow, you gonna feel it. So that's
Patrick Ewing, not good enough to win.
That's true. That's true. Now Syracuse Melo, when he was in Denver with them cornrows, completely different guy.
But see, he playing against people that's gonna work at Enterprise. He wasn't playing against nobody getting no check now. You know, he done that his first year. You know when people ain't looking for you.
Yeah.
And you surprise them. And
they gave him AI at the end of his career, like that was going. You know, AI that wasn't gonna work. And AI in Denver, man, we knew that wasn't gonna work.
There's a sideshow. Needed people to come out and see it. You know, buy $100 worth of tickets. You know, they could do that. But
he gonna need more than these comments.
You got to remember who the coach was too. We talking about George Karl. George Karl like that run and gun type team. That's what that was about.
But that don't win though.
But you got to realize Allen Iverson was doing something else. He's like Kaepernick. You know, Kaepernick had to give up his ball to kneel, but he'll be a mortar forever. Way Allen Iverson was with the tattoos. Now it's standard. He's known for more Reebok and the culture, putting
the culture, yes,
and East Coast. You remember how every video was shot on the East Coast, wasn't but 3 spots: Rap City, BET, and something extra, but it was all shot in New York. And at the time, Allen Iverson was a Georgetown. You remember we used to love Patrick Ewing just because he played in New York.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Allen Iverson, to me, is a part of that culture with the big black coach with the towel on his shoulder. You know what I mean?
I will say about Pat Ewing, man, you know, I love him because he played for John Thompson. But I will say when he got to the NBA, for you to average 25 and 12 for 16 seasons, you know what I mean?
Who was he doing it again? It wasn't that many dynamic centers
Yes, it was, bro.
What you mean?
versus your generation is none. It's
Yeah,
none.
you're right. You're right. I can't argue with you. Shaq the greatest center to me at all time. Don't get me wrong, but you had Shaq. Who you go after that? Where you going after that?
You had
David Robinson. David Robinson on what? Another one he won MVP. You got David Robinson out there.
They hated that year. They let him win 71 points. You remember they passed him the ball every time. Hated on Shaquille that year.
Mm-hmm.
You remember they double team All-Star weekend.
But there's a lot of guys Shaq beating up on. Like he was just beating up.
Man, he run cats out of business. They changed the rules when dude played.
I mean, but Steve, why you
Jacob, I don't want to see. I go to NBA games now. It's shit like when you come to Atlanta, brother, I take you to a Hawks game. We don't even care about what's going on the court. It's more about the atmosphere, the culture, what's going on.
I know.
People want to see 125 points.
Really
don't nobody want to see no 90, 89 game. Nobody want to see it. Don't nobody want to see that shit. We want to see
in Atlanta, Georgia, man. In Atlanta, Georgia, you go to events not for the events. You go to events to see who you can get connected with.
Yeah, I'm about to say, we talking about Atlanta, bro. That's different. We ain't talking about.
You should live in there. I know the play. You go to the site.
They're going to go watch the game in Oklahoma.
But in that
they ain't got nothing going on.
That Future concert last night, we ain't caring about that concert going on. But everybody was in the crowd partying.
Hey, man, in my 20s, I lived in the A.
Oh, yeah.
Memorial and Boulevard right down the street from Walmart.
Oh, I know exactly. Oh, yeah.
His factory. I live right there. Down on Memorial Boulevard, on Grant Hill, they still got at that time, and they still got some of the best smoked fried weed you gonna ever have. But I used to live right down the street from Waldo.
Yep, I know exactly where you was at.
Yes.
That's down there by the drive-through, right? The drive-in.
Nah, come on down. Yeah, you are exit down. Come on down. One more exit.
Come on down. Get off of 20. Like
you on Moreland Icon. You need to come down the boulevard. One more exit.
Okay. Got you.
And then ride it up through Yuppieville, and you go to Little 5 Points if you go to the right in Kroger. Right here, we right there. Nappy Roof, East Side.
Do it.
20.
You right there in the heart of everything.
Hey, man, I just want to know what your boy George got going on, Steve. Bro, man, he's very delusional. He's very delusional. I don't care what you say about the running gun offense this year, bro. Listen, man, play some defense, man. Like, ain't no way no team should be scoring 147 points, 140 points.
They all about the bag, man. They on tour.
People want to shoot points. They shoot from the logo. Do y'all remember at one point if you came down and shot a three like they do now, coach would stop the game and pull you out? Time out. Like, come on, hey, something wrong with you? Get somebody else.
Now
man, like I just don't see how. I feel like the whole NBA got people playing all out of position.
It's Steph Curry. Steph Curry got them going.
Bro,
everybody shooting three. Bro, everybody want to be Steph.
Bro, you 6'11", 267 pounds, and you want to shoot from the 5-second line? Man, I slap shit at you.
Hey, man, there ain't no tough people no more, man. Everybody live with their granny or their mama. Because, they don't listen to daddy no more. He ain't nobody. Hell, he probably all.
Back in the day, the coaches was the king of the court. They was the king. You listen to what the coach say. So think about if you had like a Craig Hodges, Detlef Shrimp, some of them players that could shoot. You don't think some of them could shoot from Steph Curry? I bet you some of the players could shoot from Steph Curry land, but they weren't allowed to shoot.
They ain't do it, so I don't know.
They weren't allowed to. They weren't allowed to do it.
We pay for freedom. Now
they weren't given that freedom to do it. But you don't think the three-time
you don't think Reggie Miller could Reggie Miller extend his range? If you put Reggie Miller in the NBA now, Reggie Miller probably averaged 30 points. Easy, 30, 35.
Ain't no Michael Jordan.
Average 40 right now, bro.
It wouldn't matter though. He didn't win anything with Michael Jordan sitting there.
Yeah, that's true. It's like LeBron. LeBron shut the East down for 16 years. So I'm with you.
Yeah. So, don't you feel like basketball and rap's the same way?
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. I don't know. The South done had it on the stronghold for a long time now.
Now imagine. I was there when I was just now getting my feet wet when they booed Andre and them at the awards. When
Source Awards.
Yeah. So I was just now getting that. And then we would go to these radio stations and see Ed, Dr. Dre, Ed Lover, Flags. What's up, dog? Who all them niggas down there? Y'all. And they wouldn't play our music like Wayne and Nicki and all this and Drake, and they done that shit piddless. They play the music in New York. They play music in LA. Rick Ross, DJ Khaled. Like, these are Southern acts, and geographically it's all changed. Now, it's nothing to be in Boston and hear a Rick Ross record. You know what I mean? It's nothing to hear Plies, Give Me Becky out in Rochester or Syracuse.
That's true.
Barrels.
That's true. Do you think that's because the DJs have been kind of taken out of it now, Big V? Because remember back in the day, you had the DJs that were breaking records. You had to have your DJ. Your DJ had his own territory, and it was a group of DJs that hit certain clubs together, and they switched clubs. So if I have a record, I'm going to give it to my partner. He going to break it over here at this club. I'm going to break it over here at this club. You don't really have that no more. This phone, any record you break, I can pull up at any given moment.
Yeah, and it's where it's at. You remember it had to be popular demand, and you had to go to Virginia maybe to get the spins, and then bounce over to Texas before they even called it in Carolina or DC or Maryland. And you used to put a lot of miles on them cars. Now the internet is like, we used to have to see Jay or Jazzy Faye 100 times at Club 112 and hang out all damn night long to run into him and have this conversation that we need to have. And then time we get the patchwork, hell, that's 2 weeks off. You haven't been in the city that long,
Yeah.
So it's funny you say that, Steve, because in my younger day, man, I used to get with a group of independent artists, probably about 18 independent artists. They'll send me the track. I go to my man in the studio and I get with a female with a sexy voice, and then I get with a DJ. I get some units.
I'm this damn board over here, man. There you go.
You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Get with female with sexy voice. Get with a DJ. Press up about 5,000 units. Sell them about $8 a piece. And so, how the artists got paid is when I did the mixtape release parties. They'll be packed. So each artist on there got something off that door. You know what I'm saying? But I sold mine in the streets though. So when they took the CDs away, I was like, man, listen, bro, because I ate, bro. It was never for me to sell 5,000 to 10,000 CDs in the summertime at $8, $9, $10 a piece. You know what I mean? Easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But Jay,
they kind of took a real hustle away, man. You know what I mean?
DVDs too.
But on the top of that scale, I was on Atlantic at that time, I bet, Jay, and we got downloaded 11 million times illegally. Now, second tour, folks was coming with burned CD, want me to sell them.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
So V. That's kind of why Napster went out of business, because they got so many lawsuits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm in line.
Okay.
I'm sure they get $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got a lot of lawsuits, bro. I think one time I was reading, man, they had over 2,023 lawsuits.
Yes. But it changed my life. And I wound up having to do another record with Nappy Roots called Good Day. That's really on now, but I had to do that to get back on over there at Interscope. And then they blackball you, this partner here, and I wanted to go solo from the first record. I didn't know that you were supposed to. Jeezy did one verse for Boys in the Hood and we're gone.
Yeah, and we're gone. Yes,
gone, boy. Gone.
Like, I didn't know that. Eminem was like, man, you ain't gone yet. Like, gone where?
Yeah. But back in your day, people ain't do that a lot. You know what I mean? Every now and then. But nowadays, if it's a group, it's always that dude in the group that got their and they can always ink a solo deal. But what Jody Breeze and them know, that a month later, he was inking a whole new deal for Boys in the Hood, but they ran their mouth. So G said, forget it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's how they set it up now. That's how they set it up now. Because you got ASAP Mob. You even like Dipset did it that way. Dipset really wasn't a group. Dipset was a conglomerate that came together and they said, okay, we're gonna do these songs, but we still got our solo careers. ASAP Mob is like that now. You know what I'm saying? So you got certain, even G Unit really wasn't a group. G Unit was more God, they did these records, but they was really doing still on their solo tip. And that's basically
that was a movement, man, because all them was friends except for Buck, but everybody else was connected for a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Buck and Gang wasn't really, he was never really a real G Unit member. You know what I mean?
And I probably like the Gang project more than any of them.
I did too. You know, like for real.
Yeah, but I you liked it because Curtis Jackson wrote it, so I mean I understand.
Hey, I like 50's move now.
Me too.
Hey, boy, I like the Big Bullet. To me, he is Shaquille O'Neal of rap. Nobody that dominant ever. You know what I mean? If rap was ball, I'd call him the Shaquille O'Neal of it.
Really aggressive, bro, and don't care, and won't, and he
in front of your mama. I like the way
and know how to make money, know how to get around and create new stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't go in the door, you can't go in an Office Depot without seeing Shaq big ass on a box.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, 50 had vitamin water and Tesla, and
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like he had all these different stuff, and he tried. Think about it is he tried to get his boys on moving in that direction, but they were still in that street mentality. He talked about his book. He tried to get Yayo and Buck and Lloyd Banks to think the way he was thinking. They weren't thinking like that.
So we gonna put the rap game into a basketball perspective. Who is Jay-Z?
Jay-Z is Brown.
Okay.
He done it most. He probably not the most talented to ever do it, but business savvy, you got to get out of here.
Jay-Z is Mark Cuban when it comes to basketball.
What?
Jay-Z is Mark Cuban when it comes to basketball. Jay-Z ain't gonna play nothing.
I can see that.
Jay-Z gonna own everything. Jay-Z ain't gonna play. He ain't gonna take down one dribble.
Master P, like one of my idols. I got Master P.
I'm talking about in his suited up days. I have to compare to Brown. Like too short to me is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, I love
who?
Okay. Too short.
Too short.
Okay.
Too short.
Okay. So you saying he like basically want the GOAT, but don't really get the credit for it, basically.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody snuck in their room and had a moment with Shout Dog.
And 50 Cent is Anthony Mason.
Yeah.
No, 50 like Shaquille.
Man.
That man called 50 Cent Tar Oakley. Hold on, he called 50 Cent Tar Oakley.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, bro. Let me tell you why I say that, bro. Because 50 be straight punishing dudes, man.
That's why he said Shaq, bro. That's why he said Shaq.
No. Shaq punished you with the basketball. 50 Cent punish you in all other ways, expose you, do everything. That's all. They're Anthony Mason, bro.
But still,
but he can't put him in that category when this man got stuck up by Biggie. The nigga got stuck up. Everybody know he got stuck up by Biggie, so that disqualified. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, so who's Jordan? Who is Jordan?
Nobody, bro. Stop.
Who is the MJ in the music game? Who is the MJ? Who is Michael Jordan?
You got to say Scarface and Jay Prince for what he done. For what he done, like rapper life, where it was when we was in high school to where it is now. If you talk about,
I mean, I can see that beat because Scarface and Rap a Lot, Jay Prince, they put a lot of people in the chokehold and had them very, very scared to even breathe. So yeah, I understand.
You know what I mean?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna throw a name into it. Maybe this might show my age, but I'm gonna say, what about Lil Wayne? What we putting Lil Wayne in the thing?
Easy, Wayne.
Because I gotta have Wayne up there in my book.
There's Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, that's what I say.
A good piece, Definitely a yellow coat recipient. He had a platinum song, Carter 3, Lollipop. Was written here in Kentucky by Static Majors. That's the first album I bought of Wayne.
That made I do know.
That's the first album that women, real cats, young cats abroad embrace Wayne.
Because for a long time, Wayne was in juvenile shadow.
I was gonna say Kobe. I was gonna say Kobe. I was gonna say Wayne is like Kobe to me. I was gonna say Kobe too. I was gonna give Wayne and Kobe because of
hell no. Wayne ain't got 10 songs you quote when it's really dark or really light. Wayne ain't got 3 songs you quote. Let's be fair.
I always said that Wayne, the career to me is somewhat overrated because he don't.
Yeah, he took everybody else. He took everybody else beat and killed.
Like 20 years later, you could go back and say, "Oh, Lil Wayne, this Lil like." But until that Lollipop album he was talking about, Lil Wayne.
That's true. That's true. It's just verses. It's just verses that he had.
But
verses.
we are older, so to us it's like that. But to like people in Steve's generation.
But
they'll
Steve
fight you,
and
I preference that. I preference
agreeing with that. He don't have.
I preference that. I preference that.
But what I'm saying, though, Steve,
I said I might show my age when I said that. I preference my statement when I said.
Steve, but people in your generation fight you about Lil Wayne if you say Lil Wayne ain't
right.
all the time.
That's why I had to put him in this conversation because if I didn't, I know as soon as I got off. Somebody gonna call me or text me and say, "Boy, why you ain't say nothing about Lil Wayne?"
Lyrically, might be top 5, but music
top 5
lyrically, I'm saying lyrically, he might be top 5.
Now I might get killed for saying this. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might get killed, but I got Bun B over him. I got Bun B over him. I got Bun B way.
Bun B top 50, but now Bun ain't in that.
Not top 5.
No, he can't eat in that room.
No. He don't.
And I love Bun. And
he what you call Bun B what you call second tier level. He ain't.
Yeah, he been Rosenberger.
Hey man, I can tell you right now, man. Like that A-tier alien, the one we call 3 stacks.
Yeah,
the one that.
Oh yeah.
Listen, bro. Listen, man. When you hear Wu-Tang say that, if I do a track with him, I gotta go first. Method said he got to go first.
I give Dre, he top 10 because he make great songs and you remember his bars. When we talk Fresh So Clean, when we talk about
ain't no
thing but chicken wing. We talking about all the players came from far and wide. We talking about Shake It Like a Polaroid picture. We talking about the whole world loves it when you make that sound. We talking about hootie hoo. You know, we talking about cross generations like Christopher Columbus. We talking about top 10 Andre 3000. He definitely get into that.
Let me ask you before we go. Let me ask you this one before we go. Okay, DMX. It's got to be who is DMX?
He's in the top 10.
But
in the NBA, in the basketball realm. Okay, could we give him Kobe? Could we give DMX?
Hold on. Let me rearrange this. I take my trackman statement back. I retract Scarface as I look at him as Elijah won. He had 2 years, he's won twice. More of Elijah won, a Houston Rocket. When you talk, you see what I'm saying? And respect it. In H-Town, boom. Yellow Coat Man, boom. And the name you just said one more time?
DMX.
DMX. Who will be
DMX? DMX is, that's tough. That's really tough. You got to say.
Ain't nobody in the game.
That's Tracy McGrady. That's Tracy McGrady. At least Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he knows Kim Bill, do it.
Fluffy dude. Well, yeah. If you compare the crackhead.
Who talking about Sean Kim?
He said, damn it, Sean Kim. If you compare the crack part of it, yeah, maybe that's about it.
I'm talking about excited. DMX is excited like a Sean Kim.
Yeah, I can give DMX a Vince Carter. Yeah, there you go, Kim. I was gonna say Vince.
What does Jada Kiss get then?
Oh man, Kiss up there too. Kiss Kiss in my top 10 lyrics. Lyrically, Kiss.
We got to talk about the hooks now. You know what I'm saying? The bars is impeccable. He's the greatest at the bars, but I ain't heard no hooks now.